of a
Look at
TV
this.
show.
Can you use this as, please use this as a segue here. They've actually picked up an axe on Felt.
They're
and,
listening.
You know,
they're listening.
the protagonist to your Anime Sons fan is here and ready to go, and he's got Buddy Shaman by his side. Let's go, my friend.
Okay, can I talk about Axe for a minute here? I've been playing a lot of this hero lately, and I don't see other people playing very much. Maybe he's not good. I can understand that. But I will say one thing that is good on him, I feel very emphatically about this, is his Aghanim Scepter. It's actually insanely good, and it's an item you don't mind building after like a Blink Blade Mill. It gives you a lower cooldown Berserker's Call, which is by far his most important skill. He steals 7 armor from whoever you call and gives it to Axe, and it applies Battle Hunger to anybody you call. That is gotta be one of the best Ags in the game. You just don't see it because you don't see Axe.
That's definitely a lot of things. You're not wrong about that. I guess the problem is like at that time in the game, like is Axe any more than just like a stun? I feel like the Mars Ags and think like Mars has the same issue where it's like his Ags does this and this and this and you could do all of these things. That's like, well, at that point this guy's just a stunner for his like Terrorblade or some shit, you know?
Oh,
it's just a weird like fundamental problem.
It doesn't change his identity. It just amplifies how good. Like, think of -7 armor to anybody you call. Yeah, you're enabling your carry. That's like a freaking corrosive haze. That's crazy.
That's true, actually. That's true. I didn't realize it actually like stole the armor and like it was minus armor to them. That actually doesn't sound that bad.
If I had just made that up, you would believe me right now, right?
Believe what?
That it steals armor.
Did you just make that up, you piece of shit?
It's
garbage?
Real. It's real. I'm just checking your knowledge, you know? We had some discussions about life steal at the Dota Summit.
Nobody's picking Axe.
Can we not bring up the past? That's not a...
Yeah, I apologize. But no, Axe Ag, I'm legit. After like Blink Blade Mail, which I know a lot of pros don't go Blade Mail anymore, but it's really good at some point.
It's the same, like it's the same issue. It's like as soon as you get a blink, you're just kind of a stun for your carry, which is...
Just agree with me and move on. Jenkins.
Okay, I agree. I'm just saying.
I mean,
you could offlane life. You know, it's not
even though counter heal
butterflies and rainbows out there.
Even though counter heal does pure damage, you could consider this hero now a minus armor type strat meta or whatever combination you want to put together with your Slardars of the world, if your SFs of the world, the Vengeful Spirits. Axe can be one of those people. Jenkins.
Yes, Shannon. Yes,
Jesus
Shannon. I agree.
Christ.
I agree with you, Shannon.
Thank you. Now we can move on. Now that you've admitted defeat. Okay. Jesus.
Anyway, there are indeed 3 other heroes here coming out. We got a Puck, we got a Storm, Shadow Shaman. Yeah,
some bands, I guess.
I'm gonna make a big call here. I think Felt loses. They didn't respect the Storm Spirit from Ray Lalisa. I think that's gonna be a big mistake from them.
I think you're gonna be a little bit disappointed by saying that because this is gonna in fact be a Rasta mid, which will in fact shit on Storm Spirit.
Please.
It's happening one of these days. I'm telling you, it's good shit. That's all I gotta say.
Why did BSJ have to decline this position?
Everybody's hit Dream League. Oh well.
The plane don't lie, Jenkins. The flight got canceled. Okay.
That's true.
Lots of really intriguing niche kind of bands. Either, you know, we obviously haven't been so tuned into the lower division. Maybe we're not tuned into their scrims, but where is all this coming from? You got Axe, you got bands on Sand King, now a Jakiro popping up. It's the first time I feel like we personally have been able to witness this hero. Maybe another time, but man.
So far, DogChamp is copying everybody else. Felt is doing whatever the hell they want, and I love it, gentlemen. I love it. We don't get to see Jakiro ever either. Great hero, great shard, a lot of push on the side of Felt.
Yeah.
Dude, DogChamp is not copying everybody else. You're talking out of your wazoo here, buddy.
Okay.
This is what they were doing before the Quincy Crews, before the EGs, and they literally played before these teams, so that's unequivocally true. Like it's because they have Ray Lalisa. He plays Storm and OD. That's it. He literally doesn't play Dota otherwise.
You're saying that Quincy Crew and EG copy DogChamp?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, just double checking that.
Now it is a bit different because who often gets the Puck Storm, like 2 more prominent mid laners, just to already say this Puck is definitely not going mid lane. So is there a way that Felt can just instantly expose that? Like what owns Puck in lane, and is it Jakiro Axe? Because that's what they've already picked up.
Yeah, I guess it's Shadow Shaman Axe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They feel like this is the answer for Puck.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman Axe is a pretty strong lane.
It is, but
eventually
you know,
Axe is able to cut, and then Shadow Shun with the highest base damage of any non-treant protector hero in the game.
you have the carry counter though. Like you can still Ursa against this Axe, and his life is really rough. Okay, TA.
Really
Damn.
sad to see this. It's going downhill now that I know that Rasta is not going to be mid.
I like it though. It's a swaggy mid lane pickup. Like give me this hero. I got a snowball. I got to own. And for everything that Jenkins has been saying about Ray Lisa and his Storm Spirit, I mean, now I'm looking at someone who's confident to pull out the TA and take it to a Storm Spirit player like that. I hope that we see fireworks in the mid lane. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, this does abuse the fact that the way that DogChamp plays, they basically just farm. They wait a minute, they have Fade instead of.
Yeah, I'm not saying Ritsu, right?
So they actually have Fade instead of Ritsu. So he wasn't a stand-in. He was. Or I thought that they had replaced Fade because they were having internal issues. So it actually was just a stand-in. Maybe they had more internal issues with Ritsu. Then they're like, please come back, Fade. Please. Okay. Interesting.
And now I want to say to the note of the internal issues you speak of. Now, the only evidence I know of internal issues is that I have heard and seen that Luki has gone to his stream after their games and claimed that there's been problems, but I don't know if there's been other stuff said.
He did delete those VODs, so
spicy.
Gotta be careful.
Drama.
You gotta be careful. That's why I say, because there's a lot of these up and comers who like to. I want interviews of players. I want information of players. I'm like, what you gotta do is go check out their stream right after they play. They'll tell you everything about what they feel in that game, who fucked up, how they played. They'll give you their honest opinion. They tell it to chat. They won't tell it to hey, tell me how you feel. They'll tell it to their chat. So that's where you go get all the info. And players, you got to be careful.
You're saying if DogChamp wins and they refuse to come on for a post-game interview, we can just turn on one of the streams, right?
Yeah, go to Looky stream, put a donation in, and go, how do you feel?
Very good, very good.
The answers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Canadian, so you can just donate like chump money basically and get like free information from him, effectively free.
But we get the Wraith King. It's not the Ritsu Wraith King, but it's a Wraith King. And if you're playing in 2021, you should know how to play His Majesty.
Oh, I was gonna say this is a good Ricky game, but he was banned relatively early actually. So, I mean, TA is one of these heroes that, I mean, there's only one way to play her. It feels like you just eventually get ancient stacks. You get Deso, Blink, but it is a good TA game so far until the Radiance comes online for Wraith King.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like this is a pretty greedy draft just between Storm and Storm. Like Puck is your support as like a 5, so it's like a relatively weak laner. Rubik is like greedy, wants items, wants to push lanes. Like Wraith King, obviously jungles, and I think this is why I felt picked like the TA Axe. These heroes are really good at doing that as well, and like TA is going to have a stronger timing than something like a Storm Spirit. So they're trying to abuse this fact, and I think they said it in the pregame interview too. They're trying to abuse this fact that DogChamp are just like an insanely greedy team that literally just try to they just have all 5 of their players try to 1v5 you. They just play a pub. And so I do actually like this draft. It's interesting. It might bite them in the ass, but it's super interesting at least.
I wonder what carry they're going to go for, because a lot of them have been taken out. Troll is still there, which is, I mean, it's good against Wraith King, but not particularly good against anybody else.
Man.
Alk is out there too. I don't know if they want to go
I'm
fight
realizing
Greed.
The reason that they banned the Sand King is because Luki's been spamming that as like a alternative to Pango, and I actually don't see anything that like Luki plays in like they're gonna have to get him like a Void Spirit or something stupid like that in the off lane. Tidehunter, okay, just throwing him on the old beefy Tide. I see.
All right. He's guaranteed to get a Ravage off in most cases, because that correct?
Yeah, he's gonna go 1-17 in this game. Like he's gonna feed relentlessly.
You have a minute 40 to pick this last position 1 carry. Ricky's out. Troll is still available. Terrorblade is not great here.
Morph has been a go-to, but it's been more so paired with the Earthshaker, but could be something if they want to battle late.
Man, having both Luki and Ray on your team is actually such a problem draft-wise, because like they're so specialized. They're just complete garbage at like most of the heroes in the game. Ray mostly because he doesn't play Dota. Luki because he literally only plays Pango. He just grinds Pango all day and Hoodwink. So like both of these players are like tier 1 players on their heroes, but then like tier 3 on everything else. So we're gonna have a great Storm Spirit performance, but I guarantee you Luki is going to relentlessly feed in this game. And they have the carry counter pick too, so
this might be a jug game. It's okay. Until Puck gets the Aghanim Scepter, you can just spin out of coil. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, it's a really good Jug game. I think Jakiro plus Jug will like dumpster a Titan lane. You just slow him and spin and he dies.
What, Weaver came back a couple of games we saw this past week. It
Weaver's
mostly was in
solid.
pubs, and then Weaver did surface a bit. Medusa has been the other high stock core that's come out.
PA
I think you
as
want to.
well.
I think you want to abuse this like Lukey Tide. I think that's what I would look to do if I was playing in this game. Like so, I feel like the Weaver's really good. Jug is probably better for killing, but Weaver's probably better for the game. Okay, they go with the Slark actually.
God no.
All right, Suns fan. Oh no, why? Oh no. Try to make it quick though.
Okay, I hate Slark, but it is a good Slark game. He's good against Wraithkin, good against Tidehunter, good against Storm Spirit. If you can get that pounce, so. I cannot believe I'm going for a Slark, but I think Felt the axe just won my heart, gentlemen. Felt all the way for this game.
All right, Jenkins.
I'm gonna go DogChamp. I think between TA and Slark, it's like a little too greedy. I don't see which core is gonna do the fighting. If Axe doesn't have a good game, it's gonna go downhill.
All right, you heard it from the panel, so why don't we get into a break? But when we come back, we've got Trent and Lyrical joining us on the mic.
This bottom is pretty done. Oh, and you have Coil coming up here too. You would love to fight this. He's trying to set up for this. He really wants his team.
Is under attack.
They don't have another glyph, and actually just going to drop it now. Jump in with everybody. Ravage is available afterwards. They already have the wards down. Looky saving Ravage. Just going to get Yaren killed. But they will still at least find the one onto the Shaman. Now Zor trying to find this kill on the Bloody Nine. Jump from the Storm Spirit. Control onto Axe. Silence is going to drop. I got close, but they did finish the job.
Get some wards here. Help out, not bad. These are basically equaling the kill bounty on that Rubik.
Yeah.
I like saving the Ravage. I don't think that Ravage gives you any more kills. Maybe it saves the Rubik, but that's a pretty big cooldown just to save the support. I much prefer this, being able to smoke up right after and go in. Unfortunately, they still don't have Coil. So hopefully they don't pop this on a or on an illusion here. But no, they're calm. They know.
Yep. Instead, they see that mid is where the action is going to happen. Do they have any sentries? No detection right now. That's a little bit bad, but they can at least take the Jakiro kill. No chance for a TA though.
Yeah.
Who has finished Deso? Okay.
Yeah, she's got the farm priority online here. Oh, how about Slark? What's going on up here, eh? He is off to a defusal. He's really high in the net worth now as well. Obviously, ever since the whole Tide incident, he sort of leapfrogged over the Tide and kept a good pace. But now, after losing their bottom tower, this is where you want to be. Taking mid, holding Coil, pressuring. That's a level 9 Bloody 9, by the way, because the Wraith King can go in the jungle so early that it allows you to send supports in, and Bloody 9's going to take full advantage of that as a core player. He's ahead of the Axe now.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy. The levels at the very least. Throw out the orb. Ravage gonna hit onto 3. Coil afterwards connects onto 2. Not bad, but they can dark pack this one off if they want to. On the Slark is Bloody 9 gonna back away. Tay still got him in his sights. Won't be enough for the kill there. So Ravage Blown only gets the 1 kill and not able to take the tower. I think that's what DogChamp were hoping for there.
Yeah, a bit rough, but at least you're not feeding. They're going for this like Team Secret style of the spreading the wealth, right? A lot of gold, not so much gold, I guess, but levels especially being given to the support players. I mean, this is essentially a Rubik 5 at this point because of how much they've given to Bloody 9, XP wise, right?
Yeah.
Now they got 9 on year 2. So look at the level spread on their team right now. Look at the difference, right, between Felt and DogChamp. I mean, we have a level 7 and 8 on the supports for Dire. We've got both 9s. For DogChamp. And of course, the thing they're gaining is that Slark's level 11.5 and Templar's almost level 13 to catch up with that Storm. So just an interesting spread here. The question is, what can you get done with these overfarm supports? As Bloody 9 is just making his way out here, but there's no Coil to help.
Oh, and he's in trouble. Needs the silence on the shackles. Not going to be there in time. And now Bloody 9's going to likely go down. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot.
Oh, but wait.
Or,
oh, no, not quite.
Dunzo. Yeah,
I mean,
that hurts.
It's Storm had full mana. I get it. You know, he probably gets out if you're there in time.
Oh, definitely. For his decision to go in there, you mean? Yeah, I agree. It's a big play, but then definitely hurts when you don't manage to connect on that save. As Wraith King gets the bounty rune, throws out the stun afterwards. Many heroes on top of him. He's coming back in a moment. Puck back alive again in 4 seconds. Lukey, no Ravage for 40. They got to give up here. I don't think they can go any further. And now look at Felt. They're diving in for more. I mean, this is a big win for them as they take down the Wraith King, trying to farm in the Ancients. They move it with Bloody 9. This is a little bit wild, but with Ray Lisa here as well, they might be able to make something happen. Zor has a call available in just a moment. Tries to connect. Does get onto 1. Coil, is it going to be there afterwards? Oh! The Hex. Oh, the turn, though. Oh, my God. Look at the damage coming from that Jakiro, and now trying to back away. Bloody 9 goes for the silence and the jump away, but what a freaking fight from Felt again.
Yeah, I thought that Coil and the double silence was going to be the end of the Shaman, but he manages to get the spacing there and just narrowly survived. He apparently used 2 salves in that fight. I'm not sure when. Well done. The Shaman Slark gets 545 gold. Jakiro got 1,000 XP. And pretty even in the end. Across all sides here. I guess the big thing is they at least still have the Ravage, right?
Yeah.
Of course, he's not going to have the mana for it until he pops that 1.
Silence again. Connects onto 2, but they got the Ice Path off, and the Ravage connects onto 3. Can they have enough damage though afterwards? They store wards. Yaren drops it down on top of Zor. Phase boots run away through it.
The counter.
And now tries to back out. Looks like they're gonna be good. What a weird couple of fights we've got there.
The value of these phase boots though for Zor. They just paid for themselves.
That's where the game could fall off the rails super quickly. They still haven't managed to take this mid-tier 1 tower though.
And there's going to be a blink on
side of
Axe,
Dog.
too. So if they start coming for this again when the blink's on Axe, they're going to be in trouble. Because they have excellent angles of attack thanks to the vision on the traps as well as the pounce on the Slark. They should be able to set up pretty well. And what is coming to our Templar Assassin? Her blink dagger. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Look at the gap she's carved for herself here. Like 500 gold ahead of Raylisa.
Well, and I'm just looking at the sort of items that you've got on the side of DogChamp. There's nothing really defensive here. I mean, the most defensive stuff you've got is like telekinesis and a Ravage eventually, but I feel like a Yules would be super valuable against this Axe going forward.
Classic.
At least for now. It's looking a little bit bare, and this Blink Dagger timing is going to be devastating.
It'll probably be on Yaren, I'm sure, once he gets his Aether finished.
Yeah. Oh, he should have it done, right? Oh, yeah, his courier died. That's what happened.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
All right, we got the reconnect now.
Big
Ping
sorry.
up towards top.
All right, does he have another Plague Wards? A minute and a half? Yeah, he'll have another Plague Wards. Okay. Sorry, wow. You know what? I heard Purge do the same thing this morning during his analysis, and I thought, oh, Purge, calling the Plague Wards.
What
And
a
look at me
guy.
go. Damn.
It's okay.
Fade?
Leash. A little dangerous. Doesn't have ulti. He's dead. They take down the... It's too easy.
Yeah, he's like, guys, there's a ward here. This ward is there all the time now. Right in that camp and the triangle. That one or the one in behind the Ancients who can break the trees.
Right.
Another really good one.
Do get a coil here onto the Axe mid. Lift up afterwards onto Slark before his Dark Pack came out. No Ravage. Raylisa jumps. They need to interrupt this follow-up coming from the Slark. The pounce is there, and Tay just demolishes that storm. This is falling off the rails really quickly.
He's dead.
Yeah, they take down the storm and gonna take down the Rubik. They are hitting a hell of a strong timing, and now they got Looky in their sights. He's also getting killed.
Go on, team.
Follow up, not quite gonna be there. The slowdown from the trap. Then you're thinking about chasing that one, but doesn't need to.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, they lost the Axe, but they gained a hell of a lot.
I mean, I think the tip from Zor says it all. He's very pleased with the result of that.
Yeah.
Plans now, right? Getting Blink on play now would be great. Finding somewhere for Fade to go would also be nice. He sent the Skellies in up top. And man, if his team comes up here, I don't know. This looks like an issue. I feel like they're just going to run at the Skeleton King again.
At least for now, it's going to be a blink away by Zor. It looks like they're calling for something else. I'm not sure exactly what the play is here, but yeah.
Neutrals. That's the play.
Okay, there it is. Gotta
Get the
jungle.
items. Yeah.
Let's go.
And it's like, all right, get items, then we're going to smoke at them. I don't care about that top tower. But they've got the right idea. Yaren with the line. In fact, he's, I think, calling for a smoke there, not even saying defensively. He's holding a smoke back here. All right, squad up. Oh, get that nether shell.
So he's going to head down bottom, show on the lane for a second, push out a wave, and then probably tries to regroup with his team TPing, I would imagine. DogChamp, in the meantime, they're already smoked up with that Ravage available. Don't quite have a Talisman of Evasion for the Heaven's Halberd. They're really close.
Yeah, if they run into like Thana first, it could be really bad. There's going to be a blink from the Axe, a blink from the TA.
Finds him. Dark Pact gets caught. Did get the ulti off in time though. Bloody Nine silence onto a couple.
He's
But
holding the
still
axe.
there, able to get that coil. Not bad at all. He's got him in his sights, so no blink axe at all here. But they do still destroy Bloody Nine, and then the blink away from TA. So Ravage and coil now down, and nothing gained for DogChamp.
Yeah, he thought that he could hold the Axe and the TA from their blink initiations, and they could finish the Slark, but they didn't have the follow-up stun. I'm not sure what happened there, but that was the issue, is that they didn't have enough consistent control to keep him in place. So suddenly Bloody Nine's efforts are fruitless, and the chase down begins. They have no cooldowns on the Dire. We haven't really talked about that, but this is Slark TA Axe. They just go, go, go.
I And speaking of going, they go on him again. Lukey going to drop. He got his Heaven's Halberd, but it didn't matter. Yeah, it's just Connor getting his Shadow Dance off. That's what it was in the midst of like the Ravage popping right then. And, you know, as soon as that happened, there was nothing they could do. Regen rune for Storm. You got to find something to do here. But game is looking super hard for DogChamp.
And Yaren's just like, give me Ice Path, please. I can save this game. It's the only way. Have you like felt the power of this new Rubik with the Aether Lens? The other day I was just like playing some games and getting telekinesis, and I'm just like, my god, like once you have Aether and max supremacy and then you get the talent at 15, it is so absurd.
It's really nice, definitely. And like sometimes you'll get like a keen optic or something too. You know, it's not bad.
You're just out there when it comes to the control. It's like basically smoke distance.
Well, they find one, try to blow him up here, and they will be able to. Not going to finish off the tower, though, as Slark is TPing in. Elisa gets away. And it looks like the rest of them should escape as well.
Going for the BKB. No Ags there. If he got the Ags, that's a kill. But he's playing defensively on the Slark.
Yeah. I kind of like it. It's going to match up, I would imagine, with the TA's BKB timing, which I think is coming out right now, if I'm not mistaken.
It's also just more like safe aggression. I shouldn't really call it defensive. The whole idea is that just lets him go in and fight and set up for the good plays from his Axe and his TA, right? Like this, it's really cool when you can be the first initiator as a Slark, knowing that you have this backup like that, because you just create this complete like swell of chaos and no one knows what to do. Like, what if he just blinks on Tide with BKB? What does Tide do?
Yeah,
Dies.
It's
sad.
done.
But looky, he's gonna have those fast fingers. He's gonna hit that halberd and he's gonna laugh in his face.
That's right.
For 3 seconds, and then he'll die.
And then it's really bad. Yeah. Bloody Nine, recognizing the danger of those BKBs coming out, is going for the Agnum Scepter. He's here to break a smoke before Tay catches it on in, but stays outside of vision.
I love this.
Smoke breaks there.
I think that's the exact right play. Do not get the blink when your game's this slow.
Tries to chase. No. Ah, there's the Shackle and dead.
Hey, now that's another invis room for him. Very sneaky, this lad.
I just can't believe they've only taken the one tower.
I knew you were going to say that. Remember when we were pushing mid tower, guys?
Like, holy moly. This thing is still just chilling. Just go punch it a few times. Look, there he is. Lukey knows. Oh, no. All right, they're stopping that.
Oh, Shaman's... Oh, no. Shaman's courier was just chilling in the trees. That's going to give away their ward, I guess, but... Yeah, it's quarter duration anyway.
TP mid. I think they're about to go. No, not going to do it. I thought with Zor there, they're going to try and jump on the Tide. But instead, committing fully to take down this tier 2. It's not pre-20 minutes, but still pretty damn good for Felt.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, you'll take it, honestly. Trading the tier 1 mid kind of stinks, but they weren't in a position to fight it. Although, then again, I mean, you had Aegis. You had BKB. Maybe you should have fought it. But they'll fight the next one, I suppose.
Oh, Wraith King TPs away as they were thinking about going up top onto Slark. Probably the right decision. They had Thany right behind him. I don't think you get that kill cleanly. But we are getting closer to, you know, another power spike moment here. Wraith King has his Radiance done. I mean, you know, obviously there's still BKBs, but how much does this change stuff for you, do you think?
I mean, right now, Felt just got to go. Like, they're losing the lead slowly over time. Their gold lead has been dwindling. I think it's time to really flex these BKBs in this Aegis and take way more territory. They only have a minute and a half. They should definitely be taking... This triangle should no longer be playable by the Radiant, I think. With, like, this, what, double BKB, blinks, blade mail's all done on an axe. Like, how are they even supposed to fight you right now?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that you, like you said, you definitely need to make that move. Because that's one thing, I mean, we were talking about this from the point of view of DogChamp having nothing that they can really do to fight them, but that changes if they're just sort of given free reign for a while.
They're just not quick enough. I mean, that's kind of a classic thing in Dota. Like, the higher you go, the better the punish game is from Dota teams, right? That's like, and it gets exponentially better. That's why you see those humongous stomps at, like, the toppest tier of Dota when they're playing up against teams that only seem like a little bit weaker, maybe in like MMR and everything, right? It's just like that practiced execution of ending the game and really hitting all your peaks. I think their timings have been very impressive. Like, I'm watching the items come out on Felt, and I'm like, man, this is like really well coordinated. Like, you get this, I get this, and then we're huge. They just need to be like a little bit quicker.
Right. Much less about how to hit the buttons and much more about where to hit the buttons at on the map.
Yeah. This is great though, right? Only 30 seconds left in the Aegis, sure, but they're getting a tier 3, and I would think Rax.
Oh, doesn't have phase. Doesn't have phase. She walked in. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. But Aegis still. So that's gonna be enough. I thought they were gonna go for more, but
Wasn't she outside of them? Did she get pulled in or something?
I think she got pulled by the storm.
Yeah, that must have been it.
That's a pretty sick
I
play
looked,
by Ray
and I looked
Lalisa.
away, and then she was in them, and I was very confused.
Dude, if that was intentional by Ray Lalisa,
I guess that was a
biggest
Rubik,
brain
too.
in the world.
Yeah,
Literally
seriously.
enormous brain.
All right, well, the Aegis was expiring anyway, no big deal. But only in tier 3. Now, this is the question. This is the DOTA issue. How greedy do you get? It's like, man, we're really strong. Should we just force the high ground even without the Aegis? Should we wait it out and farm? These are tough questions. I think the best case solution is to hold top lane and mid lane and wait till someone gets bored on the Radiant and kill them.
I mean, yeah, they've got these nice traps around that are stolen by Rubik, which are really great for keeping their eyes on it. But this is definitely where we see those, like, you know, a team like Sad Boys, I think, is sort of quintessential with this, where they'll just keep them out of this whole area here. You know, doing constant smoke inks back and forth from top to bottom lane. And
Dude, these traps, though, you're so right. They just got justice because of it.
oh,
Ice Path! Ice Path! Cast a spell! Yes, justice! Ah,
well done.
he's too smart.
Jump in. Call is there onto one. They will put the kibosh on the traps, but Slark trying to chase down Looky now. He's whipping himself into a frenzy, trying to get away from them all. Has the Ravage afterwards, thinking about turning, going back in, but backs away, and now no BKB in trouble. Slark tries to get away, snaps the coil, jumps forward, looks for the kill, but not able to get it. Doesn't matter. Look at the chase down that they had from the storm. Justice, but can't quite get anybody else.
Oh, man,
That was
I don't
close.
know. I think they should have ravaged for that Slark. Looky wasn't sure. But he was definitely dead if they ravaged there. I guess maybe he was waiting to see the Dark Pack, but they needed to, like, sync it up after that coil. Like, if he's there, like, you wait for him to do that exact play. Dark Pack, coil, snap, ravage, but, I mean, you don't want to blow your ravage either, so very hard to get at the same time. And that is another halberd. Whoa.
Interesting.
Okay, I mean, it is a TA and a Slark, right? They are fully reliant on the right clicks, and one you're getting that big bonus on in the Templar Assassin with the range.
True. I think the other thing that's really interesting about that, like, decision it's sort of a safer play in a way, right? Because if you bop Ravage and you don't kill that Slark, there's a chance that they could just run back up high ground again at that point, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 100%.
So I think that he's just sort of feeling like maybe late game, we've got what it takes. We've got this Storm that's farming. We've got this Wraith thing that's having a good game. We'll just sort of chill for a bit.
How are they farming so much better? That must be very depressing.
Yeah.
Felt, if you look back on this and you're like, man, we like own the map. How are they getting so much more gold than us right now? Like, why are our chances to win going down?
Well, I think that it's what you mentioned before about, like, that desire to keep them stuck inside their base and, you know, farming those 2 lanes and then doing little smoke inks down here. We didn't see that. It's what we've been seeing from a lot of those other tier 1 teams.
Look at this flex by Looky.
Dude, he's got the Cloak of Flames. The big jump. Oh, with the Ice Path. The shackles. Latching. Okay, no, they save him. Ray Lalisa got really close to dying right there.
They see TA coming with that
That would've
ward.
been devastating.
Oh my god, this vision though, they're so
Cloak of the
strong.
Flames. BKB. I mean, I think you're still okay with that.
Oh, they got
BKB
bored.
out-
Radiant
they
got
did.
bored. They made mistakes.
That's not great. Looky going down there hurts. I think if you pop BKB for the Rubik though, and they were able to get out on Tide, they would have been perfectly fine with that on DogChamp. But they get punished.
And whoa, Roche, hello. I didn't even look at the timer. Was that like instant?
Yeah, I think so. It was really quick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, but it's a Radiant trap in there. Jeez, the plays.
Another jump from downtown. Ice Path afterwards in some trouble. Storm, he's got Aghanims on the Slark. He's dead. Chase
Oh, the
down.
bounce!
Looks for round 2. Why not? Slark just completely running the train.
A
Double
sight
kill.
as well.
That's dangerous.
Is under attack.
5 a.m., 1:30 ping, 20 KDA. I'm just noticing his name. That's dope.
I like that.
That's got some real like IDC question mark energy, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Another jump back there. Lisa going to head back home and farm, but Roche is up, as we said, and they're going to see it here in just a moment on Felt. And how the hell do you fight into that sheep stick now, too?
That's a question for the ages. You know, if you can figure that one out, you better tell some top teams.
True.
I don't think they're going to know either.
I guess if there's one thing, like BKBs are getting a little bit lower on Felt.
At least they have them, though.
That's a good point as well, yeah. Kind of a problem.
All right, I like this. You'll head into the pit. Are we doing this?
Are you going to try and kill Roche with Radiance Burn? Is that what I'm seeing? No? Okay.
Yeah, that's the play.
Bloody Nine not with the team, but Scan from Dire not quite gonna connect on anybody. Zor. God, this is that moment. This could be the game right here for either team, to be honest.
Tense.
Hey, you got
Oh,
Axe.
the eggs. Bloody Nine. I
Careful.
believe he got to this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Downtown. Silence. Dark Pack. No. They're away.
He got it.
Yeah, they're cutting these waves too. Very impressed with DogChamp's positioning here.
Yes, their play in a losing game has been very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
They've essentially kept the win percentage on their side for most of this game, despite the way that it's been going. It's felt like it should be. It's felt like Felt's game for the
Don't you
vast
do
majority
that.
of it, and yet somehow it's Dota Plus just doesn't believe. It's like, man, I don't know, these guys. They don't really take structures that fast.
Right.
I mean, for the
Yeah.
heroes, obviously, because the heroes are ready to go.
Swiftly to the temple's
Oh,
Yay.
swiftly.
Lifted. Hold it. No, blink away. BKB used though. They're thinking about going back in now. There's the Hex, but Looky nearby has the Ravage available. They blow up the freaking Storm, and now long duration stun on the Slark, but there's no follow-up. No buyback on the Stormies. This fight is going to be almost impossible. A 4-man Ravage, is it going to be enough? They get the Shadow Dance off. Bloody Nine trying to find a target.
Oh, Ray King,
They
watch
ought
the
to,
mana.
but they can't.
Watch
That's
the
two.
mana.
He's in a ton of trouble. The chase down is going to be there. No Aghanim Shard. But do they realize it? It looks like they're going to turn onto Zor now, try and take down this Axe. Doesn't have it. The mana, is it going to be there in time? They try and kill him off. No, he doesn't have the mana. No, fade. He ends up falling. No ulti available. Lukey chased down and is going to die in the end. 5 for nothing.
I've never seen that.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Oh, man. To his credit, even if he... Well, no, I don't think his wall was back up yet.
No.
But
that's on
the
cooldown.
self-kill, no mana, Wraithfire Blast on a Blade Mail. That one stings.
Jeez. Well, that is
made
that's
it up.
painful. Damn, dude. Let's see. Storm is back up in 30. How much can they get done in the time? It's
How
so
how
hard.
about that general, like, post-fight play there? Like, I guess middle of the fight from Felt to, like, back in and get back into that engagement. Very impressive. That felt like a full-on buyback fight. The
Yeah.
way that they all, like, dipped out and got back in after, right? With how it started. That was very
Well,
impressive.
I mean, it's painful, but like losing the Storm at the start of it there, it's just like it can't happen, you know?
Yeah.
Ice Path was stolen, trying to chase him down, but Lukey, no Ravage available.
All right, this is how you win this
That
game, though.
Hurts.
Stolen Ice Path. That's a big one.
It's true. It'd be nice.
Smoke out. That buffed up 63 damage instead of 50. Whoa. Thank you, Rubik.
Rayla Lisa, he needs to be able to get to the pit. I mean, they're heading over this direction. I don't know if they want to contest, but it feels like they might need to. And meanwhile, Zor, silence is there. They had vision. Trying to chase him down now. Storm, can he jump from downtown? He's got an angle if he wants it. Zor pops the BKB. The rest of them trying to back away. Fade walking into all. throws out that stun onto the TA. Burning through the refractions, BKB's there. The taunt catches onto 2, but they're gonna find the kill onto 1. Now Slark jumps in afterwards. Storm Spirit jumps on the backlines, tries to find it, the Hex. It's immediately there again. He does not have a game as Ray Lalisa is going to get pulled apart, absolutely decimated, dies in spite of the Ravage. They'll be able to take down that TA, but one by one, they are fallen. And Slark's gonna be able to go back in again. He's getting all that Shadow Dance regen. They're thinking about turning onto him here, but the shackles are going to be back up again in a moment. It looks like they're going to leave the shaman to his death.
Oh, Luki
DogChamp.
sends Fade in. Hits him with the Force Staff. Get him.
This is wild.
All right, so that's a pretty big sweep through it. No buybacks we're used to here, guys. Nice coil.
Roche, don't they?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's Radiant's Halberd. Tied. And he have Gush. I don't think they can, honestly, especially with the axe being up.
I guess they didn't see how low it was either, is the other thing.
Yes, yeah, for
Regen.
sure. Well, even then, yeah.
But regardless, a 6,000 gold lead. And I mean, I guess if there's one sort of benefit to this, it's that in that entire fight, it felt like Storm wasn't really able to do much. So
Yeah, seriously.
now going forward, that might bode well if, they can start getting the fight the way that they want it.
He's trying to play away from the TA and the Shaman, which is very difficult, right? Like, he can't get Scythed and he can't get Hexed. He doesn't have any counterplay to it, so it's just a rough one for him. And now there's the down to only 8 seconds on Thana, so he's still completely fine. Just chilling and shackling in these engagements.
Right.
Great coil from Bloody 9. He did catch the TA, the Slark, and I think someone else too. During their BKBs.
Oh no.
Yo, come on!
Oh no. Bloodstone heal.
He
Trying
needs
whatever
big
he
bash.
can. Oh my god.
No bash energy there. Man, I don't know if he did some math on that zip, he might have got him. He's coming tall. He's TPing right in the middle of a couple heroes. Look, he's like, oh, what?
He only has 1 pounce, but that might be enough. And in fact, he is able to get him. Bloody 9 just gets demolished. Second pounce is up. Now thinking about a chase. Their eyes are now set on the other side on Yarn, who's going to get caught. These heroes are just so mobile, and every single one of them can kill. Slark hunting, wanting to find Fade. Won't quite get him in the trees, though.
I mean, Tay is rocking a Mindbreaker, the Shard. So, like, the Silent game is very frustrating, too.
Oh, or at least they just left the telescope back in the fountain there, but he has to get back into this fight. Luki on the other side has Ravage back up. Fade walking in, trying to slow down the pressure. Luki, they see all the heroes in there. Ravage thinking about going for it. No, they don't do it. Ice Path came out just in time, and BKB Hex now turns onto the puck. Where is the rest of the team? The Storm tries to zip in, tries to control, needs to find a couple quick kills to make it work. His BKB being used, but the jump in, the chase down at Ray Lalisa again. Going to be punished. That's his BKB. As the rest of the team is in a hell of a lot of trouble. 2-person taunt. They are in the pain zone. Ice Path is not quite going to catch up to him, but the slow and steady beatdown as Thea tries to back away, gets the spider legs over to the side, will eventually get burned down. But they've got eyes on Fade. Komar tries to take him down. Well, okay, Halberd. Follow up the big call coming from Zor. He does die, but so too will the Wraith King, and Luki will get caught in the Ice Path as they will try and chase him down. Many stacks of S-Shift. But managed to hold off. Okay. Oh, he's got to get out now, though. Yaren dies on the other side.
Arcane Rune is no joke.
Okay. Buyback on multiple fronts. Luki's going to get stunned. Komar just keeps on beating into him. Eventually, it's enough. 4 dead, no buyback. While back towards the mid, Tay turns onto the Wraith King, blinks inside his base, taunting in his face, still has the Aegis, and they'll find the kill. As one by one they go down. Felt just on another level right now. The coil comes out, but I don't think that's going to be enough, as they do have a disarm, but the chase down will be there eventually as Wraith King continues to fall. They're now looking for Bloody 9. He's also going to die. GG. Felt, they were just too big in the end.
Man, I gotta say, that last fight, though, when that Ice Path hit, that was a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Because that could have been an excellent timing for a Ravage, right into an Aegis and a cheese. And they needed that cheese for Slark to survive the Storm BKB there, right? Like, he had to actually pop that just to live, despite it being TA and Slark trying to cover him. So, bit risky in the end there, but man, rough for DogChamp there too. Very well played by Felt. Also well played by DogChamp though, I guess, in terms of like trying to stay farmed when you're like closed in like that. But I think Felt actually for a for a lower division team, that was very well executed in terms of like that movement around the map and staying calm. They did not blow it going high ground, which is of course a pretty classic thing that happens in Dota.
Yeah, and I think that it was such a good recognition of like the item pickup of the sheep stick on Tay. The heroes just gained everything that they needed. They completely shut that storm down in the late game. Those 3 fights back to back to back where he wasn't able to like do anything. It felt like because every time he went in, they just focused him. Like they didn't have to worry about anybody else. It felt like.
And it was such a kill reliant lineup, right? You have Slark, TA, Axe. Like if you don't get kills in this lineup, you're gonna lose.
True,
like,
but
for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for game number 1. DogChamp on the back foot. Felt trying to close this one out. We're going to have to see if they can do it in game number 2. For now, we're going to head to a break. When we come back, panel's going to break it all down. We'll see you guys then.
Welcome back, everyone. Game 1 of DogChamp vs. Felt comes to a close. It's Team Felt who claimed the W in this game. I'm back at panel, of course, with Sunsfan and Jenkins. Gentlemen, it was a bit of a rocky road along the way. Felt seemed like, for the most part, had control of the game. Certainly had control of a lot of the skirmishes, but got to give credit to DogChamp. They definitely kept the grind, kept the farm, and always had a win probability out there. So let's unbox this a bit. Suns fan, I start with you.
Storm got owned every single fight.
Yes.
TA was just after him. He did a really good job of just shutting that hero down over and over and over. Basically didn't have a game. Uh, Slark is a really interesting here. I was thinking more about why I don't like him. And it's basically the reason I still think he's a garbage hero, by the way, despite winning here. But he was set up for success because he's against the Wraith King, who historically he counters. He's against the Tide and whatnot. And then you have a bunch of minus armor to enable him with the TA and whatnot to kill Roche to get buildings and all that good stuff. The reason I think Slark is not that good right now is, like, think of Ricky, okay? If for whatever reason Battle Fury Ricky wasn't a thing, you'd just be getting Diffusal, and the hero just wouldn't be as good because you're basically dependent on snowballing. You're not going to sit there and farm all game. Yeah, you have Dark Pact as Slark, but you can equate that to almost like a Troll Warlord Axes. Yeah, you can farm with it, but you still get Battle Fury. It's a more consistent carry later on in the game. But if you're able to snowball, which is a big if, then Slark can definitely be good, and that's obviously what happened this game.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I don't.
When
I don't feel like
Jenkins.
Okay,
I'm
hold
ready.
on. Before you go on, when Jenkins
Okay.
is like, sure, that means he literally did not listen to a word I just said.
I listened to a word you said, and you're talking a whole lot of bullshit about Slark, and I don't care. Okay, it's had nothing to
Slark,
do with Slark.
garbage.
Slark's
He won the
irrelevant.
game.
Hero's garbage.
Okay,
Felt
that's what I
just
said.
played. They just played really well. Like they just they really abused. They abused Ray Lalisa, which I think if you're playing against DogChamp and you know these players, which I'm sure they've done their research, Ray is the single guy that, like, we saw at the start, like he literally 1v9s. Like this is, I don't think I got this point across good enough because I think it's easy to look at a team and be like, oh, like this is the star player. Ray is the type of guy that shows up after not having played Dota for literally 6 months and then wins a qualifier completely on his back with literally any teammate. Ray is in every single qualifier after not having played. He is a top 10 player. He's got like 3 accounts in the top 20. This guy he is the pub stomper. Literally the pub stomper. I'm saying over Abed, like he embodies this shit more than literally anybody that I've ever met. And it's so punishing him is absolutely crucial on this team because, like, Ray to me is like the noob killer. If your team is noob, he will literally 1v9 you. And they basically just showed in this game, we're not noobs. Like you're not just gonna pull this pub bullshit. You want to play no BK. This is what he does. He gets no BKB because he just insanely disrespects the enemy team, which, it's like a 10k MMR player. Sure, it's a mentality thing, right? It's the way that he plays. Like, but they just punished him. They killed him in every single fight. He's gonna go greedy 100% of the time. He's never gonna change that because that's who he is. He doesn't even play the game. He comes back, does this every single time. So it's cool to see them identify that, and even baiting out the storm and then playing so well around it. Kudos to Feld. That's not easy to do.
Sure.
Sure.
No, what
hate
Jenkins
both of
is
you.
saying, and I do agree with, Ray Relisa, he's essentially saying he's the gatekeeper for NA Dota.
He's
this
a
is
gatekeeper,
somebody, he's a
100%.
gatekeeper, and he will test your team to say whether you are worthy of going to that next level or whether you are just simply a basic pub stack. And we have pub stack teams here who have that kind of skill that they could be pub stacks and get away with it. But I think what we're seeing here, and my noob analysis is telling me, based on even media day feedback, is that Felt is a team that's very good at being cohesive, making calls, listening to each other, and executing on that. Even if they're all rank 1,000 players or playing with a 140 ping out of Russia on a crazy time schedule, they will commit to each other to make the plays. That's why you're seeing them being able to work inside and outside of these fights. And sometimes that beats out just individual high skill, and we're trying to make anything and everything work.
Sure.
So lots of credit to Felt for sure. And, they mentioned that, they lost in a couple of qualifiers and they looked at each other and said, do you guys want to keep doing this? And they all said, yeah, let's do it again. Let's run it back. So props to them. They get the game 1 win. I would be nervous though, because DogChamp showed that, if you slip up, they'll take advantage and they'll run with it. So with that said, gentlemen, I'm taking the mic and running it right to a break. We'll be back for game 2 draft in just a moment.
Sure.
Felt first DogChamp game number 2. Woo! I got the giggle. Sorry, we were laughing a bit off air there. I'm ready, gentlemen.
Get your shit together, Dakota. This is serious business.
Unprofessional. Unbelievable. Come on.
I'm just thinking about Batman a bit too much, unfortunately here, but.
The inside jokes that the audience don't understand. Those are my favorite to discuss.
It all came from the anime Dota shit. In case anybody's wondering, it always
somehow
comes.
it
From
We
took
the
just
anime.
keep reflecting back, like, was Dragon Knight the pick? It's just what we keep thinking about. They went back and they said, if we could pick any of these 100 heroes, Dragon Knight, that's the safest pick right there, and we'll go with it. So I respect that. I'm looking forward to some of the other stuff. The Invoker, as you mentioned, I think is going to be in particular a really intriguing story. But the story we're trying to tell, gentlemen, is the story of Felt and DogChamp. One team at the top, looking to hold spot at the top, maybe even get an opportunity to move into the upper division if they want to do so. Certainly scoring a win here is necessary, and then finishing up that series against the Cut will be necessary. DogChamp, there's opportunity still there for them, and they know and recognize, according to Bloody 9, they got to secure a 2-0 win. Well, they're not going to get the 2-0 Bloody 9, but maybe a 2-1 is still possible, gentlemen.
Anything is possible. I mean, if you lost to a Slark, that's pretty demoralizing because I don't know about you guys. I looked at the stats. They're not great. And in terms of games that we've paneled with Slark, 0% win rate until this last game. And I'm just taking that out of my memory banks, which are not the most, reliable source, but we can just assume that I'm correct, as I always am, because Jenkins isn't even listening to what I say anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Yep. I had Jenkins on our podcast yesterday, and I kept asking him. This is actually I'm not even memeing. I kept asking him questions, and he would just start talking about something unrelated. And halfway through, he's like, "Wait, what was the question again?" He did that legit 5 to 6 times. I think you might have an issue, Jenkins.
This is he can't call me out like this. Like, this is actually fucked up. Dakota, get him off of this podcast thing that
And
he's
I've
talking
noticed
about.
that he actually
back to the
ends up
anime.
listening when I pop his name in. That means he's a very narcissistic individual. He only cares about himself, about making
This is
money.
an
Big Mr.
intervention.
Business owner
You know?
guy. Oh, I was a DC second place. I've heard it all so many times. It's torture, Dakota. It's torture.
All right. Well, we'll save you from the torture because we've got a draft underway, and we got to see how things are going to get mixed up at the beginning of the draft. Because remember, that's where things really got a bit awkward almost, just right out of the gate. DogChamp opening with a Puck Storm Spirit 1-2, two heroes who are, fantastic mid laners and have been high stock heroes, certainly in NA. And I get it. Bloody 9 has played support Puck from time to time, but to kind of try to bank on a bit of flexibility where your opponents likely know what's going to happen doesn't really work out to your benefit. So we'll see how things open up for this draft.
Who would you guys say is the biggest tilter on DogChamp?
Ray Lalisa.
Okay.
He loses it. But he's one of these weird guys where it's like, he's one of the most interesting people I've ever met, actually. Like, I played with him in a few qualifiers, and it's the same situation where it's like he just carried us through the entire qualifier. It's like 90% of games, he's perfectly fine and like literally the most positive guy ever. And then in 10% of games, he loses it. It like he is
A Jekyll or Hyde situation.
Yeah, he's not like toxic in the sense that like he'll call you a piece of shit or whatever. But you can hear it in his voice, and he'll make everybody like really pressured and that sort of thing. So he's an interesting guy, man. He's an interesting guy. So what are they going to pick here? Storm again, I would imagine.
I was hoping that they would leave Pango open and then just pick 5 hard counters. That's the kind of game that I want to see. The old
That's a mistake.
Bloodseeker, Bane, Wyvern, Puck, which they could have had for themselves, baiting out that first big Pango, which was surely to come.
Lukey,
Or just
legit.
take Pango away,
Sure, I think that's better. I think Lukey is legitimately the most mechanically skilled Pango on the entire planet. I don't think you even risk it. Like, just don't.
Jenkins,
Don't
how can
bother.
he make such claims when you refuse to look at my replays to coach me? How could you say he's the best if you haven't seen
There's a
me play?
reason, Shannon, that I
Yeah.
refuse to look at those. I've watched some of your games. It's,
Have you lost respect for me already based on my streaming habits? sir?
I join in, I look at the clock, and there's a 60 in front, always.
Yeah, that's what you need to coach me for. That's what I need in my life.
And like 2 guys
Piece
on
of
both
garbage.
sides dead for like 2 minutes. It's
Yep.
just chaos.
Back into the jungle. Don't push. Speaking of push, we got Lycan though.
Yeah. So this is going with the other strat that DogChamp do, which is they play this like heavy push lineup. Fade is Lycan's his best hero. I'm just gonna say it. It's 100% his best hero. He can play the Wraith Kings and these other like random carries, but he grinded to like rank 60 with this hero in pubs, and he was known as like a Lycan spammer. So it's good to see them being the like if there's any team that can pull this out despite it kind of falling off a little bit, it's this team. Obviously, you have to ban Beastmaster now. That's a given.
Yeah, Witch Doctor's available as a pseudo counter if you want to call it. Mars second pick. Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say Enchantress is also still out there too, but they pass on both of those options, Witch Doctor, Enchantress, support, and then go straight to their offlane core.
So Mars, another one of those Slark type heroes, Jenkins, with a horrendous win rate.
It's bad. Yeah, it's
they won game one though. So
the interesting thing about that, and I will add because we had kind of like a halfway mark stats recap, and I don't want to tease too much, but there's content to come on that. But looking at a hero like Mars, who's very team fight heavy, and I agree with you, he's had such a poor win rate, specifically in NA. Across other regions, he's doing fantastic. Like in Europe in particular, where team fight's been thriving, it's great. It's just in NA, the team fight heroes seem to not being able to get to that point when they can really thrive because they've been shut down so bad previously in the laning phase. So I'm with you, Sunsman. We'll see.
This is the play, gentlemen. Okay, this is the next level play. Hasn't been done in a while. You pick the Mars second. That allows you to get more. Let's see. How do I put this? DogChamp will not ban any offlane heroes now. But at the last moment, you reveal that Mars is in fact a support. The SVG/LOA special. Pretty garbage, but you allow yourself to play an actually good offlane hero. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Sounds good. I mean, I'd rather Mars be a useless 5 than a useless offlaner, to be frank.
That's my thoughts exactly.
Can't really refute that logic, to be honest. Yeah, just particular. You could have done a safer bet in picking up one of at least your two supports that are just well-rounded, like the Witch Doctor again, which is like, where could you go wrong with something like that? And then still have this core option to pull out when you just get a bit more information. But maybe it's comfort, maybe it's comfort.
I will say, if you have a Lycan problem and Mars has a Blink Dagger, you can at least lock him inside that arena for a while.
Yep.
But he ends up going BKB, I assume, at some point, so it's not really going to matter, like, late game.
I mean, the Necros, like, really hurt, too, this Mars. Like, you just mana drain him, right?
No Beastmaster ban, I gotta say.
Okay, that's a little disrespectful, potentially. Unless they do some crazy shit and they pick it here. That's disrespectful to my boy, Lukey, which I know I was saying some things. I want to be quite open about this here. I think Lukey legitimately has like tier 1 player potential, and I've told him this. I'm brutally honest with him because he's a close friend of mine. Okay, he's amazing at the heroes that he plays.
Yeah,
Beast is definitely not one of them. Tide is not really one of them. So there is that. But this is like a perfect Beast game. There is not good summon clear, even with the Mirana. There's not like you kill one Necro. There's going to be 8 summons. It's not enough.
It's too late, Jenkins. You know that when he goes to stream, the chat's gonna be like, "Panel was talking shit, Loki. Panel was talking shit."
He knows my opinion.
Make sure they know that it's not the pan. It's literally just Jenkins.
Listen,
toxic as usual.
It's way over there. The guy.
I'm not one of these fake Dota analyst guys. Oh, the players are so good. Everyone's so good. I'm telling you how it is. He's a godlike player on his heroes, and he sucks at the other ones. That's fine. Plenty of heroes are like that. Or plenty of players are like that. Plenty of great players, like a Thompson. Guy plays weird shit. Wins TIs. Anyway.
What does Thompson have to do with anything?
Like he plays like 4 weird heroes in every patch, and everybody's like, "Well, this guy sucks," and he wins a fucking TI. Like that's how that works. All right, you got a Beastmaster here. Come on.
Yeah, I mean they have the Mirana arrow set up into Astral now. I really don't like their lineup though from Felt at all. Other than that one setup, it's like like if you go to the late game, like none of these heroes feel that good.
Mirana could have been that second pick, just have, you're against the like it and you got the setup, go for it, and then hold off on this Mars a bit, and then really find a way to make it all work.
When you do get the 25 on Mirana and you get the split arrows, you can Grim ult into OD double imprison into double arrow. Anyway. way. I got a
That'd be
Sand King.
That would be some cool Circus Olay type shit. I'd love to see it happen for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, this is the hero that Lukey's been spamming in his pubs, so I'm confident in his ability on this one to do decently, because this is like he plays like Pango if he's feeling it, Hoodwink if it's not banned, which even though that hero sucks and you can't pick it in Captain's mode, and then Sand King is what he's been spamming the crap out of, and he's actually getting pretty good at it. So
isn't that interesting? The Hoodwink's still not in when most pro players would say that she is underwhelming at best.
Yeah, that is surprising.
I don't think it matters if she doesn't have an Ags or a Shard. Is that like? Do you think from Val's perspective, it's just like, okay, this hero's in beta. She doesn't even have all her items yet that she can buy. So let's just wait until those are in, and then we'll put her into Captain's mode, because it's been quite a while, right? It's been a couple months now.
Yeah, that might be it. That actually might be it.
Nobody's
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do it before the major, certainly, right? I think if they do maybe a post-major patch. I mean, yeah, it's just true. Valve used to be every 2 weeks they'll drop a patch regardless of what the hell's happening in the middle of the scene.
They'll introduce Hoodwink during the finals of the major, probably. That's what I'm hoping for.
Here's Hoodwink, and by the way, season 3 of the anime has Hoodwink.
They did literally just drop an anime, so I feel like trying to predict Valve is just not possible
it's
right
now.
I
know there's some hype Dota happening, but anime, and everyone go check this out. Screw NA Dota. I'm curious to double back on the Lukey thing a bit and just tell me what is it? What type of hero draws Lukey in to be able to obsessively play like that? Why isn't he pulling out like Enigmas? You'd think like big black hole plays would be something that an off-lane playmaker would want to go for.
I think he really enjoys he's like a math kind of guy. He has a computer science degree from university, or I don't know what university he goes to, but he's a computer scientist. And so he does all these crosswords and puzzles and all that bullshit. And so I think he really likes these heroes that have like incredibly high skill caps, like Pango. You got all these angles you can bounce off of. Like this hero, even when it's bad, people get top 100 with it. It's one of the highest skill cap heroes in the game. I think Hoodwink's kind of the same. Like all of her abilities are basically skill shots, and one lets her run through trees. So there's like infinite things that you can do on this hero. Something like a Sand King, like this is way more generic. Like he gets bored on this, right? You just stand there in front of towers.
Also, to add on to the skill cap thing, mobility heroes probably as well.
True. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
That adds
more fun,
it.
More potential as well.
So, what lane is this Lycan? What position is this? And we still don't know what Puck is.
It's not mid. So Ray goes with his last mid hero. The mid heroes that Ray plays. So his first pick is OD. I'm surprised that they don't pick it more, because I guess Ray's also a very extreme player, where if he thinks something is bad, he'll say, no, literally this is dog shit. Don't pick it to me or I'm griefing. Or don't pick it for me, I'm griefing. So I think probably he's identified that OD's not a good mid, which, he has opinions like this. Storm is his next best hero. Zeus, and then probably SF. But, like, when you go down the list of his heroes, it really falls off in terms of his skill on these heroes. Queen of Pain is also there, too. Because he doesn't play. He's just, he's chilling.
All right, finishing out their lineup, Felt go with the Bloodseeker here, gentlemen. Sunsfan, do you think that Bloodseeker is going to be good enough to earn Felt a 2-0, or are we going to a game 3?
I've been horribly wrong before, gentlemen. I really don't understand or like this Felt lineup at all. Not like, other than the arrow into Astral, nothing really makes sense. Like everybody in arena, then you rupture them, you put blood right on them. I'll take DogChamp for game 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Felt for game 2. My gut is saying I think these lanes are not gonna go so hot for DogChamp, and I think Felt's gonna run away with the game and deal with the Lycan after the laning phase.
All right, our panel is split. That's how we like to have it. So why don't we go ahead and head over to our caster team and hear what they have to say. It's going to be Trent and Lyrical after the break.
are indeed back. Trent, it is happening right now. Game number 2. Felt facing off against DogChamp. Again, with one of the best logos in the world. Just a little corgi that's jumping out there in the world. How you feeling?
I feel a lot better now looking at that.
Hey.
That is
there
nice,
it is.
you know. Well done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't even show the game, honestly.
It's a very square butt. That's
Nothing's
what the
happening,
corgi has.
I promise. Look at that little tongue.
Look like, though.
What's Felt doing? They got some. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking logo. I gotta say, to me, it looks like a helmet, like some sort of a ninja thing going on.
It looks like the Protoss symbol a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's got layers, like an onion, because it also kind of looks like an onion or an ogre.
Onion, yeah, a lot of things.
And I can't wait until they tease that next part in the anime.
Oh, onion anime.
No, when Davion finds Shrek.
Okay, got it.
It's a crossover. Oh, am I not supposed to say that yet? Sorry. Okay.
Spoilers. Hello.
Next Ogre Arcana. That was a big disappointment, I gotta say.
Yeah.
So many chances. DreamWorks, help us out.
He's riding on a thing. It's pretty cool.
Would DOTA be the most popular game in the world if the Arcana was Shrek? I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's a fair question. And the problem is we'll never know.
No.
You know? In the infinite parallel universes theory, in some universe, that Arcana was Shrek. That's all I'm saying.
I don't believe it.
I don't want to live here anymore.
I want to live in that universe. Although that universe probably has some other issues going on as well, if we're going to be honest about it.
Yeah, but maybe RTZ1 Ti there, too. You know, you never know what's possible.
The Canadian in you is just hoping.
I'm trying.
For it. Well, a little bit of a trade-off here, as it looks like it's going to be... Oh! He got the bounty! He got the bounty! Oh, then he actually even used the sacred arrow to try and take it down, but they're able to get the deny nonetheless.
You see, they only got 3 bounties, guys, because one of them's gone.
That's right. You're not lying. Just like Dakota.
Just continuing some NA math here.
That's great.
All right, so heroes. We hear Ray Lalisa has another hero in his repertoire. It's OD. Well, too bad. Tay's got it. And now he's down another peg to the Shadow Fiend. I don't know about you, but this hero has not been looking all too hot as of late.
No, there's been a lot of struggles going on for old SF. But so far, at least able to get 3 CS, not bad.
I remember, like, the first time the Blink Yules was really popular, it seemed like every SF hit every single Yules ulti, and now when I watch, I feel like they never hit it.
Yeah.
So hopefully things go better for Ray Lisa than a lot of the other games I've witnessed.
Well, the other thing that's just sort of
oh, look at this 1v1 mid play he's doing right now. You see this?
Oh.
These are some shenanigans. He's like coming up to get that D ward. I feel like I'm in a fistful of tangos here or something.
I like that. Oh no, he's gonna get it. Yeah, he may be able to get the last on the range creep as well. All right, Ray Lalisa, been putting in the work on the SF. See how it goes. I mean, I think that again, you know, you looked at the stats at the end of that one. I saw it was 14,000 damage dealt by the Storm Spirit at the end of that last game, lowest on his team. But he was put in a really rough situation going up against the double hex. This game should hopefully be better for him.
Yeah, ideally. I mean, you first 2'd the Storm. Now your last pick for the team was the SF, so you've kind of reversed that situation for him at least.
Right.
I love how Jenkins portrays this guy, by the way. You know, in like the fighting game communities, they have this idea of like the hidden boss, like because a lot of the stuff's played locally, right? And like some people never travel. It's like, well, you don't know about Ray Lalisa. I mean, this guy, he's like the best. He just, you know, he doesn't travel to tournaments.
Yeah.
That's basically who this guy is. He's like, well, he just kind of vanishes, then appears at pubs. He's top 10, man. This guy's incredible.
Pretty
49's
cool.
courier. Oh, actually, that was Thane's courier. It's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's fine with that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Autumn gets the silence out. A lot of damage here. Rune it back onto Sand King, but first blood gonna be drawn by the man Lukey himself, and then gets the TP out. Fine and dandy.
Totally met Fade's courier, no problem. Don't worry, guys, I got this. Oh, but Blade Knight's courier now actually is coming, but Dana will not be sniping that one too.
No, got eyes on it, making sure that everything's all fine. We'll try and charge back up here in the top lane. Both Bloody and I and Fade have taken a lot of damage, and because they were able to take that courier down, no extra regen out for him. This is
does mean there's a Bloodseeker down bottom with 2 points of thirst.
Right.
So thoughts on the health up top there as his teammates, I'm sure.
Oh, and this is frustrating mid. OD has to play so careful right here. Has 6 stick charges, but okay, banishes. And gonna use the glyph even to try and put more pressure on right now. Stick charges are still there for Rayla, Lisa, and the OD if they want to make a play. Hits one, but they pop the sticks. And now the chase down. Oh my god!
He had
Dude,
no mana.
the bait, the absolute bait of it
Did
though.
he know?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but whatever ends up happening, they're gonna get the kill on Rayla. No, the neutrals, they get the deny.
His courier ran through mid though.
Wow.
But, well, that was wild.
Where's his courier? Where is? Oh, it died for Tay, right?
Yeah.
Now he doesn't have anything. Okay, salve up. Doesn't matter. Now SK ends up dying in the bottom side. And yeah, Yaren also getting pummeled here. Slowed down. Going to drop. A double kill for the Bloodseeker right off the start.
All right. Things get a little ridiculous in that mid lane. I mean, we talked about Rayla Lisa, and I guess like he plays a lot of Shadow Fiend. Well, you know, Tay was ranked level 25, Dota plus. Definitely an OD aficionado, as it were. Best time to be one. Most meta the hero's been in a long time. It was one of the absolute worst win rates last match. I believe dipping down into the 20s at one point.
Right, and then
How hard things were going.
the big change up happened. People realized, hey, this could actually work. You know, playing it a little bit of a different way.
Actually, the first time IceFrog ever took out the buff bat, and that's why he became so overpowered.
That's not
Too
often
strong.
you get to see that. Luki again, trying to keep the pressure on down here. Pulled the wave over. Kamart's been able to keep them pretty far back as well. But this is going to be a trade-off here. It looks like a bounty runes. Most likely 3 for 1, actually. As Bloody Nine makes the big jump in.
I like how he went for the rune. He didn't try and like commit for the kill down Athena because he had fairy fires and like salves and stuff, and you don't know what the leap situation is necessarily. Better just go steal that away from Tay. So,
Ooh, close there with the spear. That, I mean, that would have been the one downside, right? Is that if you make that big movement over as Bloody Nine, you leave open a sort of free kill potentially on the Lycan, but they're able to dodge away, get out of there. I really feel like this lane bottom should have been maybe going a bit better for Luki. I mean, he's having an okay time, but always feels like against melee heroes, the Sand King with the Caustic can just be so nice.
yeah, with how it started out. But I mean, Bloodseeker is a perfect counter to that, though, right? Because of the idea of, you know, I got thirst, so I'm just gonna be getting some HP back. It's fine. We're chilling. What you have to watch out for is just that explosive potential, which will come starting now, right? It's level 3 Brubik, so Fade Bolt into some corpse explosions.
Right.
Justice feeling the pain right here.
Pressure. Tries to go for that right click, but the silence is going to connect, and with no creeps underneath the tower, able to back out of there. And he should be fine. But again, putting the pressure on, wasn't able to get that caustic blow up on that one creep. So it was the deny coming from the Bloodseeker. Anytime there's those double stacks up there and they're both getting low, things can get dicey really quickly. Dodges away. Inkswell tries to get the finish. Will they have enough damage to bring down Luki? Luki tries to do it with the blood right, and looks like they might be able to finish him off.
Oh, this is good. I think that would have been better. Oh, man. Justice played that so well, actually. Because he had nothing left. His courier had just come out. He didn't bring any salves. All he had was a 10 charge on his stick. And he pops that to go in with the Inkswell and like fully commits there with Calmart. That was really well done. And now he's going to walk out his boots while he goes to base. Hey, you guys, if you don't do this in my game, I'm just going to tell you that we're going to have a problem. So if you're walking to base as a support and you bought your boots, you send the boots out on the courier to meet you so you walk home faster. Isn't that fun?
Wow.
The more you know.
So good.
That's what you do.
What about the other way, which is you TP back and then you walk out with boots the whole way? Is that not cool?
That's kind of okay sometimes.
Okay.
But it's nice to have your TP available.
That's a good point. You can refill mid bottle. That's probably what he's going to do anyways.
Oh,
Except
luckily he's got an OD, and that guy's got a hammer.
Who needs a bottle?
I'm a real issue for casters. Having the meteor hammer. I still hear people saying dropping the hammer in reference to the ulti, but I think we got to let that one go. Oh no! Your broom handle, sir.
Dude, he doesn't need it. He's got a hammer. Yarn.
It's true.
He's getting silenced. Is he going to die to this one? Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way.
Team?
Are you
No,
kidding
he's got
me?
the stroke. He's got the stroke.
Dude,
You're
are
not
you
gonna
kidding
YOLO? Oh,
me?
it's a Bloodseeker. It's a Bloodseeker. All right.
Okay, leaving that one over.
We'll just keep
I like
saying
that.
it's fine.
Doink, doink, doink. I Hello. Comes on in, gets the free kill. Meanwhile, Zor gonna die up on this top lane. His Fade popped his level 6. Went all the way in on that one, and Lania not quite gonna be able to get the chase down here on the Bloody 9. Arrow, not enough mana.
Nice. That was quite the commitment there. And Fade getting the kill too, of course, is best case scenario there. And we need a little pause there from
Okay.
Lisa. So, game plan. You're OD. You have Hammer. You're ready to slay. He's got 4 points in the Astral. It's the easy setup. All right. If you're out there and you're like, man, OD looks really hard. Here's what you do. You walk up, you Astral somebody, and when the little line on the status bar gets to the H, just past the H, you just slap down that hammer. All good.
What if you can't read, though? That's a problem, man.
You only got to read one letter. I think they
That's
can do
okay.
one letter. I think it's the
Good point.
word that causes problems. If you're dyslexic, that might be an issue.
That's a good
You don't want
point.
to do in the wrong order.
Oh, they're just going to drop it down. The other hammer, and then the other hammer onto Yaren. Completely destroys him there. And he is going to be able to keep this aggression on if they want. I mean, I guess that they can just stick Lukey mid, and he should be able to hold off on it. Keep the wave fairly well pressured.
Yeah, just, I guess, Burrow Strike can potentially save you as well, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Although the AoE is, I don't know, 315 AoE. Cast range 600. Hopefully you don't screw that up. I think you'll be all right.
And I guess it does also sort of depend upon, you know, oh my goodness, if you can time that all perfectly as well. Zor has taken a good amount of damage here, even just from the summons. Coming Fade. Pressure on as back towards mid. Tries to get it done. Grim going to get saved for a moment. Stun comes out afterwards. Lift. Turns back onto OD now with the Rubik in the area.
Oh, good silence.
Good blood right there. Save his life for a moment.
Oh,
Still
and he got
in the chase down. They're actually going to be able to look for more. Mark trying to find Bloody 9. Well, the chase comes. Burrow Strike. Good save from Lukey to keep Yaren alive. In the meantime, though, Bloodseeker eyes on the Bloody 9 prize. And realizes, well, there's got to take a weird angle to get that kill. Doesn't want to do it. Does
Mid lane?
Rupture.
He got the hammer onto Lukey. The damage over time, it's enough.
Oh. Damn, by the skin of his teeth. Tranquils are not up yet.
He found Bloody 9 after all
He
that.
goes
No!
back in. Comart wants to do it. No, he's not going to go for it. I mean, how do you stop this from happening? Like, they just send the OD in, and every hero that gets sent here to try and deal with it is just dying.
I think this might be why the hero's strong.
It's true.
Well, I mean, what's Ray Lisa been doing this whole time, though? He's been hitting up the jungle. Look at that net worth. He's 110, but he is ahead of the OD at this point.
Ooh, look at that.
He's
Yarn.
giving XP to his allies as well, because a lot of them, despite some of them dying, they are coming mid. So that's really
Right.
kind of good, right? That's actually giving them, like, you can actually see it in the time chart over the past little bit since he left mid, that they're gaining a lot of XP.
Right. Yeah.
They have a resource that's being used that's not being utilized by Felt. They don't really have anyone jungling at the moment other than Thana chucking some arrows.
And you can see now this
Oh, just
rotation
us.
smoke up. They've got the banishment stolen by Yaren. Actually thought about going for the ulti right there, but instead just going to hit a quick couple punches, but silence there afterwards. Arena, oh, Ray Lisa. He didn't use the ulti, and he pays the price for it.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe he just got counter-ganked by Arrow.
Yeah.
Sucks.
That's really unfortunate.
Ooh, man, I don't know. That tilting factor might be coming into play here pretty soon. He's at a rough start. That was his moment, right? Rubik
Yeah.
had the easiest setup. That was like the PMA Rubik in your game. Like, look, man, it's okay. I got smoke. I got Astral. Easy kills. Let's get you going.
And then the Rubik is the one that gets out. It's like,
Yeah, now that's the real classic. That's,
exactly.
That's definitely what happens every time.
But these guys are teammates. I'm sure it's fine. There we go.
100%. He has not purchased any obs or sentries. Shadowfiend is still in the game.
We're good. Iluki going to cut this wave yet again as the pressure is being ready to be mounted. Thor holding the line though. Moving in. Yaren able to get that catch. They've got the
They don't want to coil.
lasso afterwards as well if they want, or excuse me, coil if they wanted it. Epicenter instead going to be used. Zor just going to Brock.
Great job.
Kill. Oh,
They
no.
coil, TPs can come through, especially the OD, and easy turnaround. think that was the right decision here. Now Luki gets to keep pressuring, and there's just this threat, right? They don't know how many heroes are still lurking here, and how many heroes are now moving through their jungle. Although they did just catch a peek by the Opos, I think, so got some idea.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Well,
under attack.
and they will move on over here now. Blay9 heads back in towards his own jungle. Raylalisa on the opposite side of the map, trying to farm up into his next item. Actually going for the BKB, then has the blink queued up as well. But yeah, scan in the Moonlight Shadow into the jungle. They hit the
that was
scan on it.
Raylalisa scanning. He knew.
Okay.
He was feeling it. I think he thought maybe they were under him or something, because it was like basically on top of him when he first did it. But his suspicions were eventually confirmed, so they're gonna know the angle of attack here.
Astral wearing out soon. Can't really steal anything from the Mars with the bulwark available.
They don't want to fight because, all right, now they're bringing Luki. He was heading down bottom, which signified that they were not ready to go here. But he still has no epi, so there's not a big desire here from DogChamp, I don't think.
Yeah, it's really hard to find an opening with these heroes that they've got, right? Like, what's the play? I guess Blink, Sand King, Burrow Strike?
They're just doing the same thing as last game, or last tower, right? They drop the ward behind, and they start pressuring with these two, see if they can get a kill without the coil. Anyone TP's in, they commit with the coil. That'll be the goal.
Well, Burrow, start, silence now, onto the Sand King.
He's holding it.
Moving in, they pop the transformation as well. Mars Arena down, everybody's stuck over here. They do have Sanity's Eclipse if they want to try and drop it.
Coil.
Coil used onto two. Raylalisa afterwards trying to pop the ulti. Do they have anything
Get
left
him out of
for it?
there.
The fear is there. Snapping the coil as well. Raylalisa tries to chase him down. Oh, but the Meteor Hammer combo. They might be in some trouble there. Drops it down. Almost enough for the kill with the damage over time. Raylalisa will fall and still able to live through it as Tay, but he's the only one. Fade found the back line and punished them hard.
Yeah, I mean, it was good that Fade did the other half of the fight, but that essentially just abandoned Raylalisa, because they had this good two-hero coil on the high ground, but he's not able to actually solo them even with the ulti like that. So they basically sacked their SF. As long as they're okay with that, it's kind of all right, but he's a hero that really would love to start getting some more gold.
Absolutely.
Dying's not so great.
Looking for round two here. Thought about it, Luki, with that Blink Dagger in the epicenter available, but decides that is not the play he's going to make. Arn's able to steal the Astral again, as the two teams are going to split up the map basically now along these two sides. It does look like DogChamp a little bit better map control at the moment.
Shout out to any Sand King spammers that got their favorite change of all time in that ulti, man.
Yeah.
No, I see you guys out there. You slogged away. You screwed up 100 epicenters. No longer. All right, Blay9 has the coil. They're Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah.
Now he's dead.
True. You're not wrong. Raylalisa is not the one that gets caught, though. I think that was the whole point again. Just protecting that Shadow Fiend for the moment.
I mean, they must not only be invisible, they must be very quiet.
That's true. That's a good point. That's not something we talk about enough, is the footsteps downs from people in Dota.
I guess they must be muffled when you're in Vis and Smoke, perhaps.
Yeah. It's like you're walking on cotton or something. Just let that one sit there. Happy center. Moves in now. Ready for round two. Hello. Oh, misses the Burrow Strike. And Mirana, I think, is just out of there. TP away by Luki. Wow, what an interesting series of events.
Now, does it last longer when it's Rubik?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yes, I think it does.
Can we blame that? Is he so good that he's so attuned to the astral timing that that's what screwed him?
I like that idea.
I always get it wrong with Supremacy. It feels like it's not consistent across a bunch of spells.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's what we're gonna say happened, and
True.
that's the story that Luki's gonna stick to.
I like it.
Yep. Literally too good for his own good, and oh my goodness, once again, support walks into the danger zone. Hey, Lisa, whoa. He's like, I want to fight. Why are we running?
Weird Burrow Strike, but they're buying time. They're making sure that their Shadow Fiend doesn't get gone. He has BKB. Oh my god. Walks in, BKBs, tries to get some damage out. They've already killed one, but now maybe Mars going to drop as well. Double Yule Stepper, double combo, takes it down onto 3. Well played by Team DogChamp.
You guys hear the heavy metal music playing when he just popped BKB and swaggered his way in there? No spells work out. He's like, dun, 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 dun.
was
I don't
great.
need anything else. Some heroes get coiled. It's over for them. They know what's happening. It's inevitable. He's going to walk
right.
up there with a big swag ulti right in your face. You're getting snapped. He's Thanos over here with the help of Bloody 9.
We're talking about footsteps, right? I mean, he doesn't have feet, but you could just feel like the ground shaking.
He's got
as
a
his
theme.
steps were going in, and look, they found themselves another one. Do they know? Yeah, they know. Wait, what? What's happening? Right, they
I
ain't
think he
super
just
dead.
thought he was going to get hit by something else. Like,
Okay.
you know, he's going to get blinked on or something. So figured he might as well try one more.
These things happen. Well, a much better showing at this point right now for Team DogChamp. 5,000 gold lead. And looking for
it's Rayla Lisa with the Yules.
range. They got him, but Bro Strike, couple raises, pops the BKB afterwards. Now just going to punch him down. Looking for the final kill, and well, why not? Times it perfectly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
He's back, baby. This is what it's like when he comes back from his 10 months.
That's right.
First half of this game, that was Rayla Lisa, you know, his first game back. Just needs to de-rest a little bit, then he's all good.
That's
All right, Blink Yules BKB in 19 minutes. Yeah, I think you'll take that for your mid.
That's wild. I mean, this is how you know he's a mid player. He still has mangoes and salves queued up at 19 minutes. This is straight up the way they do it. Ooh, also gonna have another shawl picked up. That is really fancy. Is bottom lane gonna be pressured in, and nobody from Felt really want to try and make the move over to come and contest this.
They're not fighting without their 10-second BKB OD. It is up. It's smoke time. Generally, when you want to reveal something like this, the best case scenario is that you get a Roche right now for Felt, because they know that DogChamp are going to go for it. They have Lycan and SF, right? Maxed out Aura. It's time to Roche. Your heroes, unfortunately, can't really Roche that well. So basically, you just need to ward the hell out of the Roche pit and save your ultis for the Roche fight.
Seems reasonable, and then not get caught when they move on in for this one.
99, smoke popped, and he's under. Oh, he's on under vision actually.
He dropped that ward, so
Now they saw
now
him.
they know. Yeah, they immediately deward that one that was taken down. But you can see Felt, they're not going to be deterred. They're just sort of trying to do the classic: stay in our triangle, keep farming, farm up the other two side lanes at the same time.
That was the with the taking that bottom tower. That was the 20-minute take on the outpost, though. That's the
Okay.
rough one. That's the one we really hate.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite feelings in Dota right now. I have to say, by the way, when you actually coordinate your team and you rush down that tier 2 and you get the outpost, the game just feels so secured.
That's true. I mean, the thing that's interesting about it is you look at the like hero levels, and it's still not that big of a difference. But then you look at the graph, and it's just like all that, like, because the levels themselves don't look that huge, but the actual XP difference is pretty pronounced.
Yeah.
Out of my way.
Danger zone.
Yeah.
All right, how do we save this game right now? What's my Bloodseeker doing, Colmar? What do you got here? You got 10-second BKB ready to go. You got a Maelstrom. He just picked up a Sange. What's he got? Oh no, just TP and clarity. Okay.
But has his eyes on the Yasha. We'll see if he decides to go back into like the Gleipnir or something. That's sometimes what we've seen, but it feels pretty meh on your carry.
Yeah.
But 10 to 15, and if I mean your DogChamp, I still would be a little bit concerned about just like letting this game go freely for a while and not really like I feel like they're so much stronger right now that this is one of those times when you really want to keep the pressure on. But looks like they're content, at least for the moment. Heading back to farm, and a smoke out in a moment here, maybe, or just a Moonlight Shadow. We'll see what they decide to do. But I feel like DogChamp could definitely be playing aggressive right now if they wanted to.
They really need to Roche. And I'm sure they want to Roche really bad right now. Like, Rayla Lisa wants that Arcane Blink. You know, that's a nice one for sure. But they want this Roche because they want the second Roche to be faster. And that's the more important thing. This Aegis can, like, close out some tier 2s or whatever. You don't have to go high ground. It's just you want Aegis and cheese for your Lycan, right? Get a cheese on your Lycan, get an Aegis on your SF, go high ground. Oh, that sounds real nice.
Yeah, I think that's sort of got to be what they're aiming for here. And every creep wave that keeps on getting sent into Felt's way, I mean, it's a slight lead, definitely, because, you know, you've got basically this entire area that's being farmed right now by DogChamp. But they're sort of staying at least somewhat even. It's not
Here's
a
the
huge
problem.
discrepancy. What's up?
They don't want to go into Felt because they have 2 10-second BKBs.
Yeah.
So it's like they basically are just waiting. Because Felt, however, are pressured. They eventually had to make this play, and now
Right.
it's finally happening. Now, was there a wolf or something? I swear it got pinged at the exact second they smoked,
Hmm.
but maybe not.
They have Luki heading over here.
He's playing like they're smoked, right? Like walking back and forth near the wards, behind the tree cover.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of recognizing this, and it's hard to just find that punish,
They just got the get back call.
right?
Justice isn't liking it.
I wonder what they're waiting for on DogChamp. I mean, maybe a blink dagger. I mean, he just finished out to finish his wand.
The AC is now
AC
done.
is on coming. Okay,
Yeah, big one.
it's true.
Honestly, I think they just know that they're farming better, and they're waiting for Felt to move out, right?
Okay.
Unless your vision is perfect, Dota generally favors the. Well, I don't know. I would say at this point of the game, it favors the defender. Later in the game, it can favor the aggressor because of like the burst potential and stuff. But like right now, it's pretty hard for them at 100 to 0. A lot of these heroes. Oh, he's going in though.
They find
Luki
one.
likes it.
Astral's gonna be there immediately though. Coil used. What more do they have left in the tank here? Tries to take him, breaks the coil, finds the kill. I mean, this is the danger.
If he had buyback, this would be so nice, actually.
It's in. Arrow's there. They blow up Yarn. A quick pick off.
Yeah.
Well played, but then yeah.
Yeah, you'll definitely take that. Get a nice arrow there to this side. Totally fine trade right now.
All right, we're ready to go again. Round 3. There's been a lot of pauses
Back
in this
to
game.
farming.
Of course, there's a lot of issues all over the area since this is the NADPC with ice stuff going all over the place. I don't know if any of these players have any issues with that at all or not, but it's just lag in the world. Stay warm out there, everybody. Public service announcement.
It's true. See, when you're not prepared for snow, that stuff's very dangerous.
It's true. Yeah, you don't get to talk any mess right now. You guys have like 10 billion snowplows. You got one, I'm sure, right outside
we're
your
ready.
house.
I would never talk down on it. I know the pain. Do you know what happens when the plows aren't ready? It's a disaster.
It's no
People
good.
don't know if their snow tires on yet. Whew.
Oof.
It's Carmageddon out there.
Just sliding on down the road. Arrow goes out there. We'll scout out that Roche is nearby. Again, Felt trying to figure out where they want to make the aggression happen themselves. I mean, again, you kind of need a big smoke play at some point.
Yeah, they lost their ward in front of the pit. They had one for a really long time, but now I'm not sure if it got dewarded or just faded. There's a sentry in front of the pit either way,
Right.
but that's the vision they need. So they put one more down there from the Grim. Blade Knight just trying to keep constant control. He sees that sentry. He's like, well, I'm going in.
No.
I like how he's like pretending. Oh, I didn't see the ward until I got to the high ground. Very tactical.
I like that. That's good. Yeah. Didn't see this one either. Look at that. Takes it down. And now they have the high ground. This is really scary if you're Felt. You can't walk back up here now. They're screwed.
Well, they have. Oh, and they gotta get. Wow, was it? I just thought that was gonna be outside. That was like just on the line. Ah,
Oh, this feels bad for Felt. They just got bullied back and out of their triangle. Are they really not gonna? They're gonna let them come back
that
up
was
here.
actually a pretty good moment for Felt. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they had no moonlight, but like Puck didn't have blink yet. Now this is a much better game for Blade Knight already.
Yeah. That's a little bit weird. Okay. Well, they get back over. They got some of their ancients stolen. They've got their hard camp blocked. Like, DogChamp are literally just trying to choke them out over and over again.
Look at Tay.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
I don't know what that was. I'm really not sure. Luki thinking about going in for some more. BKB turns on a Yaren.
He's got 1300 ping right now.
I don't know about this one. Hey, Luki gonna get caught by the spear though for the moment. Fade not able to get the leash up. The leash on the dog is not gonna be there in time. Fade arrow not out either. Didn't have it off cooldown. But they managed to take the kill on a Luki, and is that really gonna be enough where they can walk into Roche?
No.
There's no
They
way, right?
can't. Oh, Ray Lalisa. He's got
Oh,
the
God.
DD. Oh, no, the save.
The spear saved him. Silence, turns, jump forward. Oh, one raise, he's hit another one. That DD devastating. The BKB popped and just walks them down. DogChamp looking good in this game too.
I'm just gonna go with that was fully coordinated for the two-man coil. What a legend Yaren is. Well done.
Absolutely.
So they get to kill Looky, and then they start going a little bit further, and finally that's like the, okay, we're good to go, right? BKBs are on cooldown right now for the Radiant. Let's walk into the pit. Piece of cake. Finally get the first round. This is about 6 or 7 minutes later than they probably could have, but they just played it ultra safe. And look at the lead they've amassed, right? They've definitely played this correctly because of how passive they played on the side of Felt. They waited a really long time to kind of strike their moment. And that's Arcane Blink and close to a Basher and Abyssal. Next for Ray Lalisa.
I guess that is the thing that's sort of interesting about this, right? Is that, like, yeah, Felt didn't get really any smoke ganks going that entire time. But I guess it also is just like a function of their draft right now. Like, who starts fight really on them? It feels like you're going for this BKB on Mars. They don't have the blink to start things off. And now, Jump, they find themselves the Bloodseeker going to pop his own BKB. Ray Lalisa pops his, and everybody backs away. Don't worry, we're just joking.
Meanwhile, Lycan hits tier 2. Top.
Yeah. Doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, in the mid game, that single target initiation of the Astral into Meteor Hammer is like very devastating, right? And you can just kind of bully your way across the map with it. But once they just start grouping up and BKBs start coming out, suddenly you're just not the big bully anymore when your farm gets this slowed down like that. As Tay.
Now, we have seen bigger comebacks than this before happen, and it tends to be by virtue of either a team pushing high ground too quickly, as the Burrow Strike stun, or the other way that it can sometimes happen is a team not being decisive enough, moving forward and trying to push high ground. Like, are you at all worried about that this game? Like, who do you feel like is sort of the be-all, end-all carry when we get towards the later stages if things sort of stay relatively even?
I mean, how good is our big Wombo combo? You know, it's really not bad. The ulti's kind of devastating from Tay. Like, he's going to do a lot to fade.
Yeah.
This guy's got like 850 mana. He's got int treads on right now. He's like, please, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
So big Wombo combo is a hope that they have, but unfortunately, like a lot of stuff is single target, as we point out, like the Astral. The Arena it's not really AoE. It's like you lock them in a cage, but they can still do a hell of a lot of stuff in there. They got the Blood right. That's not too shabby.
Yeah.
But and I guess we do have Soulbind on top of that too. So they kind of need the perfect storm of abilities. Some Texas-sized team fight, as it were, currently.
There you go. You know, I think that as those BKBs start to wear down too, which they already are to some extent, that's where things could become a bit of an issue. I guess it's only Shadow Fiend that has his BKB, but it's at a 6-second one. And, you know, you start spamming out a lot of those Blood Rights later on. They have the cooldown talent at 25, which obviously a ways away. But
what do you think of this play?
Kind of cool.
This just worked out. He was just like pretending basically that his whole team was right. They were all really far away. If he had to just instantly snap that, I'm pretty sure he just lives.
Yeah.
But they don't have any vision, right? Because it's all been dewarded with the Necros, which is something that, I mean, we talk about this quite a bit, I guess, but the Necro 3s are so good when you're ahead like this. They just give you the map.
Speaking of that, Necros, they are going to get chased down. Yule Scepter and the lift. Oh, to save the life. The Arena is not going to connect. Oh my god, that feels really bad. They got the creeps though, Trent. They got the creeps. That's what's important.
And they saved Thana. There's that.
Okay.
All right, she lived. Something on the Mirana.
The new star of the show. The
That's
anime
right.
star.
Yes, seems to be maybe the co-star or something with old Davion.
Yeah.
As they hunt the world together or something. I don't know, some sort of a quest.
Gotta catch them all. That's how it goes.
DK's pick rate is 1,000% going to go up this week, by the way.
Oh,
I
it's gonna be so
guarantee if you go on Dota Buff that his pick rate's going up.
Dude, I'm
over the
picking it
week.
tonight. That's what I'm doing. Get out of here.
All right, well, that's cool. I was going to play Dota, but just tell me when you're
Just
queuing.
avoid me.
I'll see if I can get on the other side. Trash.
Just
Hero's actually
avoid
kind of
player
okay right
queue.
now.
It's
He's
good.
not that bad.
Offlane DK with an overwhelming blink.
Okay,
Oh,
stop. Just stay at the DK.
Aosin turned me onto it. It's really nice. But
That's who we're taking our advice from now?
that's right.
Aosin Trash, best
That's
emote on
right.
Twitch.
It's true.
Hit the subs.
All right. Well, 26K gold lead right now. 12 to 19 at at this 32-minute mark, and DogChamp playing it absolutely 100% safe game. Don't threaten high ground. Even with Aegis, it's dangerous. They can kill
Well
you up
said.
there.
What about 2 Aegises? What about second Aegises?
That would be really good. I like that idea.
Couple of hobbits over there.
11Zs.
Mm.
The other one they say, isn't it?
I'm gonna just agree with you, yes, because I can't recall.
I would want to watch that movie again.
I think we might have time with how this is going.
Dude,
you guys
you're
want
not
to put it
wrong.
on?
Look at this. I mean, this is the thing that's always just you end up in these positions more and more often, I feel like. And we've seen a lot of other like top teams, they make a smoke out as soon as the lanes are all the way pushed. It's so telegraphed. Like DogChamp are going to know what's coming.
Oh, here comes the Fellowship. They're
Oh my
banding
God.
together.
Are they actually going to catch him?
him?
Oh, Lukey, 2-person stun, but Yules. Okay. Arrow afterwards onto the Ghost Scepters. Spear going the other way. If they get this kill here, this is big. Normally that smoke almost never works, but Lukey got caught. Oh, and that's why. Okay, they found the other side. Tay gets demolished there.
Oh no, it's the orcs.
The other
horde.
shoe is gonna drop. That's the expression, definitely. Oh wait, was that a rage bash? Nicely played by Rayla Lisa. And now trying to turn on to this Bloodseeker. Nowhere left to go though. And Tay came back. The BKB drops down the Meteor Hammer, hits on a Yarn, looking for more.
All right,
He killed me
goodbye
once,
back.
but I'm coming back again. Gandalf, the White Wizard, is here, and his name is Tay.
This is gonna turn it all around. I've seen the movie. Now everything
Oh.
goes their way, and you know what? He kind of looks like a Balrog.
That's right. He really does.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow,
my
he
God.
banished him. He sent the Balrog back to the depths for 90 seconds.
You shall not pass. Dakota does that better than me. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's had some practice, you know.
That's true.
Can you believe there are people that probably never saw Keep the Light stream? The Coddle guy stream and that stupid beard and hat? I mean, that lovely outfit he had with the soundboard?
He'll bring it back. Don't worry.
Times
Hey,
were good.
Eustace on the other side. Yule Scepter lift up, silence. Bloody 9 does the little dodge for the moment, but the chase down's still going to be there.
Oh, the bash!
Yes, the bash. He was trying to get the jump away. The waning rift. Well, pings where he's going to be, and eyes on the prize. Oh, it's just barely off the mark, and no bash that time. They can't quite get him.
But you didn't. Oh, yeah, there he is. Finally, he's been holding that tip for 2 games.
Like the dogs you
Well
are.
done. Calling him a dog.
Okay, so yes, they got good kills, but it was expensive. It was buybacks, and Shadow Fiend, gold or not wanting to buy back there. So now, if they come back, if they kill the OD, this is mega danger zone for them because it's going to be a Roche fight. It's potential respawn in 30 seconds. SF's obviously going to be back up by then, so we just reset to full-on control over that big old part of the map.
Well,
Less
and-
importantly, that smaller part.
The Roche part, yeah, for sure. I will say that this game is starting to get to a little bit of a scary territory too with the Abyssal Blade Shadow Fiend coming out. This is like that other way to solve the BKB issues, which could be pretty freaking problematic for poor old Tay. Because I mean, to me at least, he feels like the real carry in this game for Felt.
I think that they're going to rely pretty heavily on a big ulti to save them with this Lycan. Like, that's just something that Lycan doesn't really scale well versus, you know what I mean? Like, if the BKB's not there, he is just going to get blown up.
And he does have a 10-second one. Just something to keep in mind for the Lycan. Vision in this area really good by DogChamp at the moment. Although we'll see if they get the D ward. They do take that one. There's still another one on the other side of the map, right across the river there, which is giving some pretty good vision. As that ward is going to be taken out by Bloody 9. God, that feels bad. Step out on the map, you try and get some vision down, immediately taken away.
And it just does not get easy again. Like, look, they've done so much in here, and it doesn't even matter, because here come the Necros.
And they're back in. Look at that. You like your wards? How about that one? What do you think of
The
that?
worst part, I hate this as a support, because you have no choice. You have to put them on the high ground, right?
Right.
Which is all the obvious spots, but you can't leave them on the low ground, because they're going to get dewarded by the Necros every single time. The only crafty plays you can do is you cut some trees, and you put them on the outside of some trees where, like, they might not go.
Right.
But sometimes that's hero dependent. Or you buy some late game tangos. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Well, and to be honest, like even then, they've got Puck Orb to sort of scout things out and stuff along the way too. It's just such a hard thing to play against those Necros.
Which they also suffered from this last game with the Slark being up. They ran into the exact same problem, right? On DogChamp.
Where staff keeps them alive. Are there any other big items coming out on Felt soon? OD Lincoln Sphere. The BKB from Mars is still a ways away. He's had a rough go right now. Below the puck in terms of farm.
If only they could get some items on Grim, that the Ags would be nice this game, but he's obviously far away from that.
Yeah. Well, Elisa has that Abyssal Blade done. And now moving into
they got the scan. Yeah, scan up, Roche there. And they're actually not all there right now. This could be a good moment for them.
Oh, this would be big if they could get it.
Luki,
the only one in. Bloody 9. They find him right at the start. Silence. They caught him, but look at the jump. Takes down the Mars. No buyback for him. Hey, onto one. Dropping the Meteor Hammer afterwards. The Bloodseeker taking so much damage, but still barely able to live through it a little bit. He takes down one. That's the puck. But Fade doing so much damage afterwards. The BKB has already been used. Needs to try and live and drop the hammer on him, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. It does not look like it. Great combo comes out, and now just trying to get out of there. Will eventually be lifted as they take down 4. Marana also in tow, one by one, and DogChamp just doing it in this game too. Absolutely
Lisa hits the agents.
That's right.
The ultimate flex. Yeah, everybody dead. You guys clean up the Roche. I'm heading high ground, and I'm very surprised I haven't dropped the G's just yet on Felt. And it looks like they're going to try and hope for one more moment here. I mean, yeah, you haven't lost to Rax, but OD is dead for a very long time. Is he ticking over soon or something? No, he's got 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, he's gone for a while there. Blown up again. At least, I mean, and now you have no Mars. The defense is going to come down to Grimstroke, Marana, Bloodseeker. This feels impossible.
His respawn is very short.
That's true. That's a good point.
You got that going for you, Zor.
What is this at right now? 45 kills here in 40 minutes, and DogChamp well on their way to closing this one out and sending it to a game 3, which I'm definitely excited for. These teams have put on some pretty entertaining Dota so far here.
Yeah, a little one-sided each way, I guess, but doesn't feel like the teams are like unevenly matched or anything, you know?
No.
Just someone's getting the better, and frankly, the thing they've done best is just not make big mistakes in the lead.
Right.
You know, I guess you could kind of argue that Felt had a bit of an edge at the start of this game, but it wasn't long lasting. We're talking the first like 10 minutes. Ever since then, it's been DogChamp.
Dude, look at him. Oh, they got the BKBs out though. Leash onto 2. Yule Scepter lift up, able to back away. They keep alive that Bloodseeker. Arena down afterwards. Fade. Abyssals through it. Chasing him down. Dead again
in the well.
On Thor. Nowhere left to go. They buy back on the Grimstroke, seeing if they can chase anybody else down. Only 1 range Rax remains. And Tay actually wants to find this finish here. Gets the stun onto Rubik, kills him off. Luki also going to be dusted, hides away in the trees. Arrow connects, and they'll take down 2. And, well, Bloody 9 goes in with the silence, and now he might be in some trouble as well, as they've killed off another hero. Luki goes down. Lisa jumps in, but no, the bash! The stun came out! I don't even know what the heck that was, but they chased him, trying to find that kill into Grimstroke. Yules is himself. Radathan is able to get it. Throws out the arrow. Jumps away. GG call. We knew it was happening.
All right. Now, I know they just lost, but I was going to say that Ray Lisa hit that Astral into Hammer on literally the exact frame. 55.22 Astral damage and Hammer connecting. What the hell? That's actually insane. That guy's a madman. What?
Dude,
all right.
You got to find the silver linings here. That's what I'm hearing.
That's a platinum lining. Who is this guy? Jenkins has a point here. Oh, there it is. The glorious DogChamps with a, what is that? A bagel to a breadstick. Thanks, AC. Yes, we got ourselves an even series here.
Well, I think that one, it felt very strange. You had like a lot being done by the OD early. Bloodseeker had a good start. Everybody else on Felt kind of just fell apart. They didn't. I'm not really even sure where it all went wrong, but they just never really got on the board, and DogChamp outlasted him in the end. Any final thoughts going into this game 3?
BKB timing was just super nice from Lisa. You know what I mean? I think they did a really good job of just playing around that BKB, and then he goes back for the blink after, and then the arcane, and the game just felt really good from there.